What the fuck is up, you guys? Nick here, and today I want to talk about Leafy is here. Now, I'm sure a lot of people weren't expecting this video.
Yeah, right. No one expected this video at all, mate. This unwashed creature is HeyWatchYourMouth, aka Nick Cash, who is essentially a homeless John Leguizamo, and by the looks of his previous videos, is surgically attached to a black hoodie. Nick shot to fame recently for his very public breakup with lover and YouTube sensation Leafy is here, and his channel continues to grow ever since.
I don't fuck with him anymore. Sorry, Leafy, you had this coming, bro. You shouldn't have fucking used me for 5 months.
Very sad news indeed. Nick recently uploaded an exposed video on Leafy, claiming that he had been working with him for 5 months, was used, and didn't get a shout out, and that he couldn't stay silent any longer.
Now, I do want to point out that, yes, iDubbbz did completely pretty much annihilate Leafy, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this video. I want to make that clear. Yes, of course.
So we're supposed to believe that iDubbbz's content cop video had absolutely no bearing whatsoever on you releasing this video. Now, you said that you spent 5 months working with Leafy, talking to him, waiting for him to hit you up on Skype, doing pretty much whatever he asked you to do in that time. And by your own admission, you did all this because you thought that it was going to end up with you getting a load of subs and a load of views. So don't give me this bleeding hearts, oh, Leafy used me fucking bullshit, because this was a mutually beneficial arrangement to you, or so you thought. And then when iDubbbz makes that content cop video and gets a load of fucking attention, you saw an opportunity to sell your so-called friend at the time out. Now, a lot of your video is based around the fact that you did some work for Leafy. He then ignored you. He then offered you $20, and it wasn't enough. You know, you didn't like that offer. You thought it was insulting or whatever. But you also go into loads of detail regarding Leafy's plot to take down some other bigger YouTubers, which I think you knew would get more attention than the $20 shit. Now, his plot to take down other YouTubers and him conniving behind the scenes is a shitty thing to do, and I admit, you know, this needs to be in the forefront of people's minds. But at the end of the day, this shit happens. You knew this, and the reason why you knew this is because you were in a privileged position with Leafy to be able to discuss this shit with him. And I guarantee if iDubbbz's video hadn't hit, your next video wouldn't have been about Leafy. It would have been about someone like H3H3. So let's talk about these animations and the work that you did for Leafy. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I'll admit I'd be pissed if I did some work for someone and I didn't get a shout out for it, or I didn't get credit for it. But the problem is that you did. You got a mention at the bottom of this video. And the whole he offered me $20 kind of thing has become a bit of a meme, but I think the context has actually been lost. I mean, these animations are hardly fucking Pixar, are they? DreamWorks aren't going to be knocking on your door. And actually, $20 is actually pretty good for what you've actually done, because all Leafy would have had to do anyway is go to somewhere like Fiverr and get some professional animator to do him the work for probably less than $20. So the fact that he's offered you the work and given it to you, he's actually paid an inflated price, in my opinion. I mean, for fuck's sake, you've just seen Leafy walk across the screen right now. It's a crude version of what you did, but it's basically the same thing, and it took me 5 minutes. And Nick, I would understand if you're an animator and you wanted a shout out for your animation work, but you didn't. You wanted a shout out just to get your channel noticed. And I'll circle back to the fact that this relationship with Leafy you thought was going to be a mutual thing, and when it didn't happen, you fucked him over. So in summary, Nick, I'm calling you out to be just as big of a snake as you've made out Leafy to be. Now, I get some of the points that you've made. Yes, Leafy is a scumbag, and you maybe should have received a little bit more back from Leafy in terms of the work you did with him, but that's Leafy's fault and he's paying for it now. At the end of the day, this has never been about being used by a so-called friend. This was purely about you gaining more attention to your channel. You spotted a golden opportunity and you took it. And it's paid off. But you better hope that some of your friends that you speak to aren't ready and waiting in the wings to take you down when you get more popular. Because it's happened to Keemstar, it's happened to Leafy, And if you're the type of person that I think you are, it's going to happen to you too.